Hey, what's up guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist, and today I'm here at Locals with Jordan, and he's actually playing his Phantom Knights, which is a deck that he's been playing for a very long time. He's actually really good with Phantom Knights, and it's just a super cool build. So, we're gonna get straight on this one, guys, so don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and definitely check out the Patreon in the description down below for all those awesome rewards, like your name description every single video, getting assigned cards in the mail, and even getting to request a deck profile every single month to your patron, along with test hands. So, without further ado, let's get straight on into this. So Jordan, what are you playing in this deck?
Well, first, the PK cards, standard ratio. 3 Torn Scale.
Oh, you got the secret ones too.
3 Boots, 2 Cloak, 1 Stain, and the 1 Gloves.
Okay.
For the monsters. There are some weirdos out there just running 2 Boots. I'm like, why?
Oh man, you gotta play 3 Boots because it special summons itself and it searches all the pieces that you need.
It's fine.
Yeah. So pretty standard for the PK cards that you're playing.
Yeah, standard for the monsters, and then there's the 3 Fogblade, the 1 Wings, and the Shade Brigandine.
What do you think about Sword?
You could also run Sword in this. There's a couple different, well, there's not a couple different combos. It's basically the same combo, but you can use Sword instead of Wings to give Apo an extra 800 attack. But
I got you. Just to give it an extra 800 so it can get an additional negate on field.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. So instead of playing this, you might consider playing a copy of Sword instead?
Yeah. You could.
But that one's still really good because it does it not stay on the field? Is that what it does? I think it's that it doesn't stay on the field, and that's why it's a little bit better. Because they can pop the sword.
The first time what? Also, the first time that targeted monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, it's not destroyed. So it saves something once. And
that's pretty cool.
Best since we're not playing the Brave stuff because I'm broke. We got triple copies of Tour Guide.
The gold ones, of course.
Per partner in crime, Kagemucha Knight. Chain Blocks Ash Blossom. Then
I always love doing that.
Then the BAs. Graph Seer and Scarm.
Spicy with the Scarm.
You could also play Libic instead of Scarm. I prefer Scarm because it gets you another Tour Guide search. It's a 1-card rank 3. So
do you play Sangan?
Nah.
It's a little bit of a brick.
Kind of unnecessary. If you were playing the Synchro version, then sure. But
I got you. Nah. See, and this kind of replaces the Sangan a little bit because this card will search out the tour guide, but you can actually use it the following. Well, Sangan you can use it the following turn, but I understand why you're playing this instead. Yeah. That's a good idea. I like that. I actually considered playing Scarm in my build. I like that idea.
And then got the Psychic package, 1 Psychic Tracker, 1 Wielder. And for whatever reason, this card is at 3 E-Telly.
Dude, this card is ridiculous. The E-Telly at 3 is just absolutely insane. Like, I can't believe that E-Telly is at 3. Like, that is just ridiculous. Yeah, I see you over there, Chandler, being like, dude, come on. Yeah, like, punk with that. That, like, I almost want to build punk PK. Because that would just be really ridiculous. I like this, though. That's cool. They need to hollow that card. They need to hollow out this card, Tracker. Tracker's like one of the only cards in the whole deck that's not hollowed.
It's the same reason why we can't have a Brutal Dozer at more than just common.
I know! Come on! Like, give us a hollow one.
And then we got a little bit of spice. We got a little warrior package. We got Renaud, Phoenix Gearfried.
Just traded you those, dude.
DDR and Living Fossil.
Yeah.
So what these cards do is that it gives you, well, you play Isolde in this deck. Spoiler alert. You search this off of Isolde to get yourself a free follow-up in the next turn, because that's probably, arguably, the best thing that PK does. Is just that the board is simple, but there's so much follow-up on the next turn. And then there's the 1 Rhoda. Yeah,
I like this lineup. It's really cool because if you do hard draw into this, which is Living Fossil, you could still have a Monster Reborn play with it, so it's not really a brick either.
Yeah,
and then these...
Either the equipped spells, if you draw into them, they're not a brick because they're both extenders.
Yeah, and then you search this off of the Isolde play because then it gives you that follow-up like you were talking about. And then this, if you send the Living Fossil to the graveyard, like if you send this to grave for Isolde, you actually can get it back, which is cool to give you a Monster Reborn while also giving you another monster on the field, giving you 3 monsters on the field, letting you go into a copy of Appaloosa if you need to, really fast, or something like if you play at Boral Sword or Access Code even, if you wanted to, with those 3 cards, which is really cool. Just as long as you can make an Isolde, essentially, with this lineup, you can pretty much do whatever you want, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool. That's so cool how versatile the Phantom Knight deck is. Especially this build. This build is really cool. Like, I really like the Isolde package in the deck.
And then, like, the generic good cards. 3 copies of Ash.
Of course. Why wouldn't you?
2 Ghost Ogre.
Also need Tele Target.
Also need Tele Target, Call by the Grave. And 3 copies of Triple Tack.
Triple Tack at 3?
Yeah, these would be a Forbidden Droplet, but like I said, I'm broke, so these are next best thing.
That's not bad too. And the other reason I was thinking, like, as you laid these down, I was like, Imperm? Or something like that, but it doesn't really work with the deck because you have...
you have so many monster negates.
Yeah, you don't need it.
It's fine.
You don't need it. Like, that's so good because you get an extra draw too, which is why that's so good. So, okay, let's go into the extra deck.
The extra, for the Link 2s, we got Cherubini.
Of course.
Isolde. And the IP. A nifty thing that you can do with Cherubini is if they try to Ghost Ogre it and you have E-Tail, you can chain E-Tail. And since Cherubini has a protection effect, it's a replacement effect. When it's destroyed, you can send a card you control in the field instead, so you just send the E-Tail that you just chained instead.
Wow. That's ridiculous. That's such a good play right there.
Yeah, Isolde.
It's old because it's good.
It's a Broken Warrior support card and an IP.
That card has literally been broken since it was released.
Exactly, bro.
Like it's so good.
Let's see. And we got Rusty.
Of course.
Best card in the deck.
It really is. I'm so glad that card's at 1.
And Nightmare Unicorn. Then Access Code. And Appaloosa.
Okay, I have a curiosity question for you.
Yes.
Would you, if this card ever went to more than 1, would you consider playing it at more than 1?
When Rusty went to 2, like several ban lists ago, it's like, not really, because like you have a harder time making another Rusty than reviving a Rusty.
See, that's what I kind of felt like. I was like, why do you need a 3rd one? Like, just put it to 3. It's not necessary. That's actually a really good lineup too. Would you ever consider playing Boral Sword?
No.
No, not with that lineup.
No.
I guess the access code's better because you have so many other link monsters you can banish for popping.
Yeah, also, fun fact, access code doesn't target.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
And then we are playing the F-Zero package, the F-Zero, and then the Utopic Future. Then the Double Break Sword. Dante. We play Dante because when you go into F-Zero, you use Dante and Levier, and you would detach Dante, and then Dante's effect will trigger in the graveyard to add back Seer, so you have more follow-up in the next turn.
That's actually really good, too, because it'll get you, basically, it's a monster negate, too, because you're just using these 2 to go here, and then it gets you to that really, really good boss monster for the deck, too, especially when you back it up with all those, like, Fog Blades and stuff. It's just so good.
Yeah, and a cool little thing, because, like, typically, like, the end board will have like Utopic Future, Rusty, IP, and Isolde just sitting on the board.
Oh, you can make Appaloosa.
You can go into Appaloosa during the opponent's turn, or after you snatch a monster with F-Zero, you can just tag. After that resolves, you can just tag out with IP to go into. Use their monster that you just stole to go into whatever. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool lineup for the extra deck. I really like that, too.
And, like, for the last 2 cards, just Downard and Zeus.
Of course. Like, Downard and Zeus, like, making any of these cards, like any of these right here, you can just, during main 2, just make Downard and then go in Zeus, and you get an extra material on it, which just gives you a double pop on the field, which is really cool. Like, that's really, really good. So... that's a really good lineup. Do you have a side deck too?
Sure. I got a side deck.
Like, I know I usually don't do side decks on the channel, but like you might be playing with this one in the tournament or so. I don't know. Because we're doing this pre-tournament, guys.
For the side deck. Triple Nib.
Yep.
Sword Soul. Triple Lancia. Flunder. Triple Droll. Flunder. Twisters. Back row.
Yep.
They play Twisters over Cosmic because like the problem with Phantom Knights is that they basically just lose the Lancia, and there's no real reason to run Cosmic when there's Lancia in the format. Because kind of negates Cosmic if you play that instead.
Yeah, and also with this too, it'll help you get some of your Phantom Knights out of the hand that you want to get in the graveyard too, is from what I've noticed.
Then just triple D barrier.
D barrier is so good this format. Oh my god. This card literally turns off Despia's entire turn. It turns off Sword Souls pretty much entire turn. Like, sure, you want to Synchro Summon? D barrier. You want to go Fusion play? D barrier. You want to go? Oh, you want to Tribute Summon? Well, that's fine. That's a good side deck. It's similar to what I'm running in my side, so that's really good. So I really like that too.
Imagine if D barrier got an errata.
I know, and it said Link.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so thank you so much, Jordan, for profiling your PK. That's really cool. Like, I really like the build too. And guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Jordan, you got any shout outs?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, anyways, guys, it's DarkArmedDuelist. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell in there so you can become part of the notification squad, and we'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.